Hello YouTube, this video is so long overdue. It's not even funny. I've been very, I couldn't say enough varies. I've been very busy lately with transition. I'm going through actually a huge transition in my life right now, and it's been stressful, but I'm making the best out of the situation. It's for the better actually, so I'm pretty excited, but it's all pretty even though this isn't the first time I'm just upping and moving very suddenly, it's definitely is it creates high anxiety for me every time, and I always get nervous and anxious and excited, and a lot of things go through my mind, and ADD kicks in, even though we all know that doesn't exist. Alright, but I guess the reason I'm on here today is to just update you guys with a video about stuff. Now, I want to start off with a request by a YouTuber named, I want to pronounce this right, it's Malarkey5. He asks if, I think I'll just read it to you. He basically, I'm gonna definitely shorten this up a little bit and give you a summary. He basically says he knows that that I listen to Blaqueindigo from time to time, because I did leave comments on some of her videos, and I also left a video on Afrykan's video about Blaqueindigo being a hoe. Sorry, Blaqueindigo. First of all, he asked me if he can talk about how I felt about Blaqueindigo, her videos, and then how I felt when I learned that that she was I don't know how to put this, she was exposing the goods on the internet, when we all know that the internet's not the most secure place to be. I've noticed a lot of people ripping her a new one, basically talking about how, rest in peace, Blaqueindigo. She was annihilated. Do I feel like it was fair? Hell no. I feel like it was a downright crime. However, I cannot say that I agree with all that Blaqueindigo does and what she stood for. I mean, that's like me saying, being like a part of PETA and like being part of the vegetarian society, and then the next thing you know, there's a picture of me on, I don't know, MediaTakeout.com of me eating the biggest, sloppiest cheeseburger you've ever seen. I mean, some people don't see the hypocrisy in it, but I don't know what anyone would expect in a place like good old America. I feel like her views were very contradicting to who she was, her character. Basically, some of my other subscribers also asked, they said that there are a lot of older people, not to say old, but elder people commenting on, her incident, and that they wanted to hear from a young person's perspective of the whole situation. You have to excuse me. It's like midnight, and it's been a pretty long day, so I'm all over the place right now. So please just bear with me. But yeah, in this day and age, we can't afford to have people, spewing consciousness BS if you're actually not as conscious as you may believe. Now, with all these things going on, our government, the dollar bubble is about to burst. I hope you know about that, because that's very important at this point. It's inflation is a MF right now. I feel it, my parents feel it, everyone feels it. My grandmother actually went back to her home country because this shit, she couldn't take it anymore. Like, she was getting sick of it, so she kind of dipped out for a minute. This whole Cairo uprising, which I honestly am I'm extremely proud of what's going on over there, because it's something that we should be doing. I went on my Facebook and my Twitter page today, and was looking around to see how many people knew about it, and it just, like, I swear to God, my stomach turned. It absolutely felt disgusting, because everyone was talking about the same old crap. I'm trying not to curse. It's actually a new year, new leaf. I don't say certain words. Of course, you'll hear me curse. You'll see, I'll say certain things, but I try to stay clear from the bombs. But yeah, the uprising. It's about, they're sick of their government there. They're saying down with the president that they have right now, because they're facing a tenfold version of what we're going through, which is the rise in unemployment, the rise in poverty. More than half of the population is living just under or at the poverty line, and that's no way to live, so they're just done with it. At first, the police were scared, and they were apprehensive, and they were hesitant, and when they did finally decide to fight back, usually people who revolt like that, they kind of scatter and run and hide, and then the streets are clear, like 4 hours later. But to my surprise, they're actually sticking in there. They've been water hosed. Does that ring a bell, peeps? They've been water hosed. They've been shot at with rubber bullets. They've been tear gassed. They've been barricaded and knocked and beaten by the police. At this point, police themselves, I've seen a video that, they're actually joining the revolt, which is, to me, that is a sign of the future, because when something is crumbling, when something is failing, and people decide, I'm going to take a stance because I don't want to go down with this failing system, nothing can stop it. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. This whole day has been emotional for me, not in like I want to break down and cry way, but just, I've felt an array of emotions, and at this point I am just, I absolutely wish that there were some way I could participate. I'm looking for ways right now to kind of get active. This revolt was news to me. I found out about it at around, I'd say, about 2 p.m. today. And ever since then, I've been looking at the updates on it, and they're sticking in there. And there are thousands of people in the square of Cairo, and it's obviously not gonna end. They're not going down without a fight, without what they came for, should I say. And that's something that's admirable. It really is. And Americans can take note if they would first goddamn find out about what the hell's going on, instead of talking about, I wanna read you the crap that I see on like Facebook right now. Like, I definitely, people are talking about the New York Knicks right now, because they're, I guess, the jizz. They're like, I don't know, they're talking about like their boyfriends and shit. Like, people are talking about crying themselves to sleep because breaking up with their, see, this is the stuff that I talk about. This has everything to do with the Blaqueindigo thing, because everyone wants to believe that they're in the mix, or that they're you know, that they're important, that they have a view or an opinion, but really, how can you have an opinion when you don't even know what the hell is going on around you? Um, it's really depressing when you see the people who are my age, which is fairly young. I'm a young person, and I feel like I'm the most successful person out of all of them. It's weird. Today I was watching, thinking, you know, what does this mean for America? Does this mean eventually that we will see our day when we all crowd around the White House in Washington, D.C. fighting for our rights? Or will we let them rape us of our rights? Will we literally roll over and let them take it directly from us? Because so far, that's exactly what we've been doing. I see a few more people getting active on YouTube. I see people getting active on Blog Talk Radio, but it's all our older generation. And then what happens when the 50-somethings, when the 40-somethings, when they die out, when they get old and they get tired of doing it? Who's gonna step in? It's gonna have to be people like me, people like I don't even know who else to talk about. Just people who have some sense of awareness of what's going on in this day and age, and those are very far in between. There are not enough people. And I feel I want to urge people to get active. Every time I'm around someone my age, I really try to get into it, try to see where their head is at. Like sometimes you have to kind of jerk people to wake them up. But if you've ever met someone who's a deep sleeper, they're hard to wake up. So sometimes you just kind of like, wait till the alarm goes off. But we all can't wait till the alarm goes off, because what if it's too late? What if we're late? I'm trying to wake people up right now. I'm trying to like jerk people right. Like it gets to the point. I'm in Walmart. I'm telling you, I'm in Walmart in like the cosmetic aisle, and I'm like, I'm strolling up to strangers, and I'm, asking them their political views. It's gotten that real, because it gets to the point where I know I'm young and I'm antsy and I'm hype about stuff, but I feel like you need a certain amount of dedication, of just love for yourself as well as others. I feel like it takes a lot more than just saying, well, there's nothing I can do about it. There's, it's the government versus me. It's not the government versus you. It's us versus them. Simply put. And you'd be surprised. I'm not going to give away any, You'd be surprised. There are people in high places doing some, great things. It just takes the right people to try to, get that information from them. And, that's why I also try to encourage my young brothers and sisters to get up there in the high places, join the military, fucking get active. I'm not saying go out there and kill people for a living. I'm just saying try to get in those places where you know things. Where you know things and you can say that you have a firm grip on what exactly is going on in the upper ranks of, say, government. You need people behind the scenes, and that's always been my thing, to get behind the scenes and to be able to pull back the curtain. I'm hoping that I can do more in the future. I will definitely try to make more videos, because it seems as though me being busy, I feel like, is not a valid excuse anymore. Like there's a lot that needs to be done, and someone has to do it, and someone has to represent each demographic. Like even if it's more than one, even though there's not more than one right now, we have to get more than one. There are a few YouTube pages that I love. Like, oh my, I'm so grateful. I think if I have time, if I can do this quickly, I'd like to shout them out real quick. You know what? Uh, the whole relationship thing, it really isn't my rapport. It really isn't my thing. But there are people who actually challenge my views on certain things. And I must say that You Heard Me First Time is one of them. Sergeant Willie P is one of them. I used to be what of a conspiracy theorist, and even though I'm not so much anymore, I'm more of a truther, which means I'd rather get facts before I just say, hey, the government's plotting to kill us all and depopulate the universe, and then aliens are gonna come out the sky, and then they're gonna inhabit the universe, and then they're gonna crossbreed with the white folks. And then it's gonna create a whole new race of green people, and then the reptilians. Yeah, I could go on and on and on and on and on. But that's really not what I'm into. I'm more into the fact finding and the digging. I will dig for some stuff. I will dig through Obama's trash to prove that that nigga is really not a nigga. And I really don't use the N-word, but sometimes you just got to. So who else? No, I would not. Onyx Daughter, I've listened to her on Blog Talk as well, and I love her. I've talked to her a couple times. She's great. Mayor of Blacktown, holy crap. I am not the best of Christians. I'm not even Christian all the way, I'd say. I embrace certain parts of the religion, like, but, you know, I wouldn't even say I'm Christian. I'm spiritual, a twang of religion, but I don't, like, say, Hail Jesus Christ, or whatever they say in church, like, whatever they say. You know what I mean. I've listened to the YouTube channel called The Tribe of Judah, and I've come across some pretty interesting stuff that made me want to read the Bible, and if you can do that, you're pretty damn good. Let me see. I need to start subscribing more to stuff. I feel like I don't. Anonymous Truther, which comes out with another page every like 6 to 8 months, because he literally puts thought-provoking material on his page, and he gets shut down very often. Fourth Krypton is another one. He actually just got the Fourth Krypton page like 8 months ago, and now he's fifth Krypton because they shut him down. Well, they're about to shut him down. You can always tell when the YouTube Nazis are about to shut you down when your videos start to disappear, and you go in. I realized one of my videos that I posted a minute ago that didn't get many views to begin with, I realized that the shit was edited. I wonder who edited my video. I didn't edit it, because my beginner videos, they were actually straight to YouTube posts, so I find that odd. But yeah, him. And oh, Informed Citizen. Holy crap. Everyone, like, find your way to their channel. Informed Citizen News. Sorry, it's ICS, Informed Citizen News. They talk about the stuff that should be on the racist, biased, Republican, one-sided, manipulative, sadistic news channels, sorry. And they are wonderful at what they do. It's just a group of really good people with really good intentions, and I'm glad they exist. Inflation US, for those beginner people who don't understand much about your economy, I suggest that you listen to them. And for those who are a bit more advanced, I just started watching the stock markets, and I believe it's very informative if you want to see where things are headed, which you can always tell where the economy is by who's failing and who's succeeding. And at this point, the banks are failing, duh, and the silly companies like Apple, not silly, but you know what I mean, the more entertainment pursued companies are succeeding. Wow, iPad sold pretty well December to January while banks were going under. Of course. Indeed. Lennon Honor Films, him too. I like how I love his whole outlook on the family thing, because there are a lot of people out there against getting married and having families. I wonder why. That's the weirdest thing ever. But he believes in the core values of the family system, and he expresses that. And his videos and his Blog Talk Radio channel are wonderful channels. Also, for Blog Talk Radio, I know this is a lot of shout outs, but bear with me. I love the cows. The cows is the context of white supremacy with Gus T. Renegade and his co-host Justin, who is 11 years old. They're a fantastic team. And they have some very good knowledge on there. They have non-white people as well as white people on the show, and they all kind of tell you, they share their sides of their perspective on the context of white supremacy, of course. Who else? Science of Life on Blog Talk. All Visions Radio is Lennon Honor's Blog Talk. I want to shout out War on the Horizons radio channel. There are a lot of different people who actually contribute to that one station, I guess. I don't know if I'm like stating it right, but you know. Sister Fasami, she's amazing. Her energy is off the charts, and I feel like she is very emotionally invested in what she does, and that's always a wonder, because that means you're going to be genuine and you're going to be honest, and you know you're going to be in it 100%. So I admire that. I think that's it for the shout outs. One thing I would like to say is, since I don't have much time to sit down and like think about topics for my show like I used to, because I used to really like sit there and say, well, I'm on the internet, I might as well post a video. What am I going to talk about today? I don't really have time like that anymore, so I'm so open to suggestions, it's not even funny. Like, the reason I even made this video today was because of the YouTuber that I mentioned in the very beginning of my video, who asked me that question. And I am open to questions, open to suggestions. If you want to send me a video, if you want me to reply to the video, I will be more than happy to. Yeah. Just hit my inbox if you want to PM me, that's fine. I also have an AIM, which is instant messaging, and I actually have that on my phone now, and I do not mind instant messaging back and forth. That's actually pretty, I've done it, and it's pretty neat, the kind of people you come across and the conversations you have with strangers, which your parents strongly suggested against, but you'll be surprised what insights you will find from your strange friends on YouTube. But that's about it for this video. Stay posted, there will be more, and this is me signing out. I hope you got something out of my video today. So yeah.